You better listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can get from you. Boy, I don't.
Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're actually building a Tudor style home, and this is obviously it's in Windenburg, but it's on the lot where the Narwhal Arms used to be. So this used to be a nightclub, but I decided, it would look kind of cool to have an actual home in this part of the town, in this old town area. So yeah, I decided to build this, Tudor style home. It's 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. But the thing that makes this house a little bit interesting, I guess, and I mean for me it's interesting anyway, and it's something that I've actually never done before, is the fact that it's actually not just one home. It's on one lot, but it's not a townhouse or, something like that. It's not a townhouse or anything, but I thought this house would have been like a super old, maybe historical house or something. And, it used to be just one house, obviously. But, I thought the people that owned the house might have renovated it and turned it into 2 separate homes. So we have the top floor, the second floor is actually one, complete like home or apartment. I don't know, I think you might call it an apartment. And then the first floor, the bottom floor, is another home. So they're 2 totally separate homes. I don't really know the exact name for these kinds of homes. If you guys happen to know what you'd actually call this kind of home, definitely let me know. So basically it's a house that's been converted into 2 separate apartments, but one on the top floor and one on the bottom floor basically. So the top floor does have 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and so does the bottom floor. So, they could both be for families, but the top floor one is definitely quite a bit smaller, I guess, than the bottom floor. The bedrooms are smaller, and the living space is a bit smaller as well. And then the bottom floor is what I would think would be kind of like the main house, in air quotes, kind of, since it is the biggest part of the house and it has, the big front entrance. The top floor house actually enters from the side. You guys will see those stairs back there. That leads up to, a little patio area or a deck area. I don't know what you guys would call it, but yeah, a little patio area with the front door for the top house. And yeah, it's walled off, so the bottom house, the main house, kind of has its own yard area. It has quite a sizable yard. There's not much in it at the end of the day, but yeah, it has quite a bit of a yard. But obviously the secondary house, the top house, doesn't have a yard or anything like that, since I thought, I didn't know how to, position that basically. I didn't know how to give them a yard as well. So that just have this little walled off kind of area at the bottom where I put a clothesline and, the bins and all of that stuff. So that would be their entrance. And then obviously the main house has the big entrance with the big yard, and I definitely thought the main house would be more for a family. I did make, obviously one of the bedrooms is like the master bedroom, but the other bedroom I turned into a bedroom for 2 twins. I thought they would be twins probably. I didn't know if they were teenagers or children or whatever, but I put 2 beds in there, so I thought, maybe siblings or actual twins or something. And then the secondary house, the top house, does have obviously a master bedroom as well. And then the other bedroom I just turned into maybe a kid's room or a teenager's room or something. It's definitely not like a big bedroom or anything. It is quite small, so I don't know if you'd want to have a child living in there, but it could be like maybe a spare bedroom, just a normal spare bedroom for if they have visitors or something. But yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. It didn't take me all that long, so I didn't have to cut all that much out of it. So I did just cut out me doing the layout and the bathrooms and a little bit of the landscaping. Not really the landscaping, just placing hedges basically, since that took me quite a while. And I played around with it and I moved the lot around on the lot and, all of that stuff. So I did cut that out, but, the actual furnishing part of this, didn't take me all that long, since like I said, I had a lot of fun with it. And I don't know, I think it was just, this is something like I said, that I have never done before. I have never tried to build, you know, a house like this on 2 levels, but with the both of the levels having like their own separate homes. I mean, I've done like townhouses and, you know, semi-detached homes and stuff like that, but I've never quite done something like this. So it was a lot of fun, and especially since I could do it in the Tudor, in like a Tudor style. And yeah, I don't know, if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you probably know this, but I really love Tudor homes. Anything Tudor style is, you know, something that I absolutely love. I love the way they look, and I mean, I've never been in one. We don't have these kind of homes where I live. So I think that might be part of it, since it's not something that I could just walk down the street and see, or maybe go to another town and see some of these homes like in real life. But yeah, I've always been like obsessed with just this whole era, just the whole like Tudor kind of 1500s, 1600s, that era. I don't know, I've just been always loved that, you know, that time period. I've always loved shows that are set in that time period, and books that are set in that time. So shows like The Tudors and Reign is a bit, it's kind of like modernized. If you don't know what Reign is, it's basically a show that follows the life of Mary, Queen of Scots. But they did definitely modernize the show. It's not as historically accurate or anything. It's definitely, you know, a bit of an adaptation. It's more of like an adaptation of her life than an actual like historical, you know, recounting of her life, I guess. They definitely, like I said, modernized it. You know, the clothes and the music and the way they speak and stuff. I think they did that to appeal to a wider audience, I guess, since not a lot of people actually, I think not a lot of people have, I don't know, the patience or the love of that time era to actually sit through, you know, a show like The Tudors, for example. That obviously does have, you know, a few historical inaccuracies, and they, you know, changed a few things around for that, but like the clothes and the way they spoke and stuff, I think is a lot more historically accurate, I think. I'm not like a history expert or anything like that. I've just always loved that time period, and I love books like Philippa Gregory's books of the White Queen and the White Princess and the Kingmaker's Daughter, and, you know, all of her books about that period. A lot of the books of that I've read of hers anyway are even from before the Tudor period. So from the Plantagenets and the Yorks and the Lancaster House and the York House and all of those things. I really love that. I'm probably just babbling like a history nerd right now, and you guys probably really don't care about what time periods I like. But yeah, so we've moved on to furnishing the inside of this house, and I did have quite a struggle picking out the wallpapers for these homes. I think I cut that out. I might have cut that out, but yeah, I had quite a struggle picking the interior wallpapers for these homes, since I didn't want to have them like all be stone and look like they're still from like the Tudor period, but I didn't want to modernize them too much wallpaper wise anyway. I do have a few more modern, you know, pieces of furniture here and there, but I didn't want the wallpapers to be like stark white or modern or anything like that. So I had quite a struggle picking wallpapers, since I'm not, you know, I'm not the best at using these more like intricate traditional wallpapers. I'm not the best at using those, but you know, I tried to use, you know, things that I don't normally use, or things that I can't really normally use in like a suburban build. I mean, there are a few things in this, like those vampire couches from the vampire pack, that, you know, you can't really use them in like a normal suburban family home. I mean, that would look kind of weird. So yeah, I tried to use as many like older looking items as I could without actually making it look like it's from like the 15th century or something. But yeah, I hope you guys like how this turned out. I did try and give the homes two very like separate color schemes. The bottom one has a lot of blues and the top house has a lot more greens and stuff in it. And I tried to keep those colors throughout the whole house, even with the bedrooms. But yeah, like I said, I really like the way it turned out. It's definitely not a budget, like any kind of budget home, since obviously we're in The Sims 4. Wow, I don't know what just happened to my voice. But like I was saying, in The Sims 4, a lot of these like older items, like that desk and those couches and those chairs and all of the older looking items are really expensive. And yeah, like I said, I wanted to use them. So the house is very expensive by the end of the day, especially after I furnish the second house. Since, they're both like complete separate homes, so they both have their own kitchens and dining rooms and all of that stuff, so it's doubled the price basically. So it's about 224,000 simoleons. So yeah, it's most definitely not a budget home, but if you guys do want to download it, it is up on my gallery, which is ChrissieYork, or you can find it under the hashtag ChrissieYork. But I will also leave like a direct download link to the gallery in the description if you guys just wanted to download it from the like web browser gallery kind of thing. If you guys wanted to use that, there will be a link for that. And obviously this house doesn't have any custom content. I know in the past I have done builds with custom content, and I will probably do builds with more custom content in the future, but I will always tell you guys really clearly in the video that I'm using custom content. It's from this creator. I will leave links to those, but this house doesn't have any custom content in it. But I didn't restrict myself on pack usage at all. I did just use whatever packs I wanted. But if you were to ask me which packs I use the most, definitely Get Together. I used a lot of things from Get Together. A lot of even like the structural things like wallpapers and windows and doors and all of those things are from Get Together. And then definitely the Vampires game pack. I used quite a lot from that as well. Also like interior wallpapers, a lot of the furniture, and then I don't know, probably mainly just expansion packs. I do know that I used quite a bit of seasons as well. And then I don't think I used too much from Get Famous. I think I used like one couch, and then this wooden flooring that I used throughout the whole house, that's also from Get Famous. But I don't think I used too much of that pack. Definitely not things that you couldn't just easily replace. But I used some Parenthood as well, for the tiles in the bathroom and the counters and all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't think, if I did use a lot of stuff packs, it's probably just like one decorative item from a stuff pack. And if you guys didn't know this, I found out the other day that there are actually people who don't know this. And up until a few months ago, I didn't even know it myself. So I guess it would be nice to mention it in case you guys don't know. But if you actually go onto the gallery, now this is like the in-game gallery, not the web gallery. If you go in-game onto the gallery and you click on a build, it'll show you obviously which packs were used in the build. And a lot of the time, those it can look like quite a lot of packs have been used, especially with builders like myself where I have all of the packs. So I don't normally pay attention to what I use. I just grab whatever I think will look good. So a lot of the times it can look like I have used every single pack that we have for The Sims 4. But if you actually click on those icons, on the little pack icons that it shows you, to show you which packs have been used, if you actually click on those, you can click on a button and it'll show you, obviously if you click on them, they'll show you all of the items that come with the pack. But if you click on, there's a little tab on the screen that'll pop up. It'll tell you to, it'll say, I think something like, items used or something. And if you click on that, it'll actually show you exactly which items in the build are from that pack. So say I use maybe a plant and a candle from, let's say, Dine Out. If you click on the Dine Out icon and click on that filter, it'll show you, oh, I used this plant and this candle and nothing else. So, it's always worth looking into if you think someone has used a lot of packs in a build, if it shows a lot of packs. Go on the build, click on the icons and see what they've used. Since a lot of times, I know for me personally, I might use one decorative item from a stuff pack, and then obviously it'll show up that I have used that stuff pack, but it's literally just, like I said, one candle or one plant that I've placed in one room in a build, and that'll be the only things from that pack that I've used. So it's always worth looking into that if you want to download my builds or even anyone else's builds that might look like they've used a lot of packs. A lot of the time I can almost guarantee you guys that there wasn't a lot used from all of those packs. But yeah, I don't know if that rant made any kind of sense, but I hope it helped you guys. If you didn't know that you could do that, now you know. And I'm sure there are ways of figuring it out that I probably wasn't the best at explaining it, but I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory. If you actually just click on the icons, you'll very clearly see how you can figure that out. But yeah, so I totally forgot to mention this, but the bottom house, the main house, is actually cat friendly. I did put in 2 cat bowls and a cat litter box and some like cat trees and stuff, and both of the homes have laundry machines in them. The bottom home has a laundry machine and a dryer, but the top home only has a laundry machine, and then they have a clothesline outside, so they have to hang up their clothes. But we're actually getting really close to the end of this build. I apologize if this voiceover has been a lot, and if I haven't been as energetic as I normally try to be in these voiceovers, I guess. But yeah, I'm really tired. It's been a long day, and yeah, there's a lot that I'm actually working on that I can't really tell you guys just yet about, since it's not something that I really have to tell you. But I'm working on a lot of like behind the scenes stuff of things that I hope will be good for the channel, and will be good for you guys, that you guys will like, and all of that stuff. I will tell you guys about it probably in my next video or something. But yeah, like I said, I'm working on a lot of behind the scenes stuff, which is why videos have been a bit more, not sporadic, since I've posted every day I was going to this week. But in the coming 1 to 2 to 3 weeks or so, videos might be a little bit more sparse, I guess. I'll definitely aim for at least 3 videos a week. You guys can count on 3 videos a week. But if I don't upload my regular 5 days a week, that'll be why. It'll just be because I've been focusing all of my time on, doing that other behind the scenes stuff, and I just couldn't get a video done. But I'm going to try and, still post as much, but I just wanted to tell you guys just in case. You never know. I just wanted you to know, and, so that you guys don't wonder, oh, but it's Saturday, where's the video, or something like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and sticking around, and remember to turn on the notification bell to be notified of whenever I post a new video, so that you don't miss any of my videos. But yeah, I hope you guys like this build. If you have any ideas or comments or feedback, leave those in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys!